All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo, episode 25.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mashiba beat Miata.
Yep.
And Ippo's angry.
And Ippo punched the vending machine, I believe that was, in the same way that Mashiba punched the wall.
Yep.
Back then, they're kind of hearkening back to that by giving a little bit of maybe some connective story tissue for these two eventual competitors.
Yeah.
Yes. I almost called them combatants, but that would be a bit.
I mean, it's not too far off.
It's not too far off because they could. There is threat of permanent
injury.
Or worse in this whole thing, but we still have yet to really get at, I would say, really deep into Mashiba. Yeah, we have not really given him his time to shine. Now, what I would really like to see is, at the very least, if we start the match this episode, let's have some decent time in between the match with Ippo and Miata, maybe.
Sure.
They don't have to talk, but just kind of processing that whole match.
Yep.
And then some stuff from Mashiba's perspective with how he's at least just getting ready because he might be the next, rookie of the year. So that's a big deal. Other than that, maybe some good stuff with Takamura, maybe just kind of being like, I know what it's like when you unleash the animal, like what Mashiba did. Here's how you defend against that. Sure. You just do this and you pray.
You do it harder than them.
Oh, you do it harder. Oh, that is the Takamura style for sure.
Yeah. But okay, this is going to be awesome.
So without further ado, y'all, let's get into this. Ow.
You say no, I got kimi ni Ishin no hikari okute. Yeah, I no yume o mite. Roll and go.
Wow.
Nanimo.
The next episode will have had 2 cours of this OP. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Kiru dake no boku wo sasaeteru street song. I want to dive lost to mind. I want to dive lost to mind. I want feeling Itsumo. I want to dive lost to mind. I want to dive lost to mind. Why I want to dive feeling over. Listen, no, I got kimi ni Ishu no hikari okute. Yeah, I no yume o mite. Roll and go. It's interesting because the way you sing it, it's like way deeper than how the guy sings it. I'm like trying to mimic his pitch. So I every once in a while I accidentally shift over to your pitch. Oh yeah. And I'm like, wait, no. Yeah, I can't sing at all.
Oh, me neither.
And dunked.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2-2-2, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
To Ippo, this is an injustice.
Yep. Oh boy. Okay.
The interesting thing is that Grudges, Sorrows, and Dreams works with Ippo already.
Yep.
So you know who they need to give it to now? Mashiba.
Yep.
We need to know his grudges, sorrows, and dreams.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The bad boy is gonna give the unfiltered responses.
Uh-huh.
宮田君はしばらく入院するらしいよ。気になるでしょう。早く復帰できればいいけどね。逆転のきっかけになった事故なんだけどさ。追い詰められていたもんね。
あんなアマちゃんのパンチなんざ一つも効いちゃいねえよ。宮田の坊ちゃんに伝えときな。入院程度で済んでよく。
Wow.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Fuji.
宮田君がアマちゃんだったかどうかは君が一番知ってるはずだろ。俺は事故のことなんぞ興味はないぜ。
I'm interested in your upcoming match. Yeah.
君が勝った。しかしそれだけじゃ収まりの幕の内さ。
The way his eyes twitched.
Yep.
決勝までにそれこそ死に物狂いに。昨日の試合も見ている。賞賛のほどは。
He's got that evil villain laugh.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those pronounced bicuspids. Yeah.
Yep. Aoki doesn't think. That's the thing. He's just like, he's okay, probably. Yeah.
Whoa.
Good, good. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Even with the gloves on.
Oh, you have a month though.
Okay, that's good though.
Because it's a much bigger deal. It's the final. They're throwing around words like killed.
Yeah. Sure.
Cool.
Something about the flicker jab?
Oh, okay. So a previous match. Wow.
Okay.
His left side is completely exposed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
To, I would say, emphasize the fact that he doesn't want anyone to get too close. And...
Alright.
Gotcha.
Right.
Ippo,
Yeah.
Yep, he's tall. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Oh my god. 20 extra centimeters of reach?
That's 8 inches. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2.54
Yeah.
per, so yeah. Yeah.
試合では自分の距離の取り合いになろう。アウトサイドではマシバ、インサイドでは小僧が有利なのは明白じゃからな。
But the thing is, he needs to temper it also with timing.
Right. Yeah. Ah, okay.
Wow, that's how powerful range is.
It's insane.
About here.
Yeah.
That much extra.
Yeah.
Oh my god, y'all.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Hey, that's a good sound too, Ippo.
That's true, and he can still shadow box, yeah.
Rain or shine, here we go. Gotta love an Ippo training montage.
Okay.
This is actually more or less kind of the training, those quick cuts, essentially. That's the kind of training I would do for Frisbee. But it'd be about choosing the direction really quickly. Yes, yes. Oh, she's even more sad now. Yeah, she's definitely like Mashiba's like sister or like cousin or. Don't assume,
well, oh boy.
Oh. Yeah.
You just called the brother a cheater.
Yeah. Oh, this is awkward.
Yep.
Good job. All right, we were right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, here we go, Jacob.
I mean, the reasons are obvious, but let's...
Yes.
But...
Hey, you were the one that was saying you're saying, I'm super helpful to you, Ippo.
Wow.
Takamura's full of shit. He's gonna laugh.
Probably.
Oh. No, he is.
And it was the girl specifically.
Okay, good. He is staying serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Good on you. Good on you, Takamura.
Damn it, no.
Wow.
See, I told you. And immediately at the gym, he looked like, oh, Ippo, you bad mom. Mashiba's sister.
You got a crush on Mashiba's sister.
Oh my god. God damn it.
Wow. Oh.
You're like the main character in tragedy.
And now you need to go beat the ever-living shit out of her brother.
Yep, see, yep, here it is, yep. He's totally in the mood. Yep. Oh no!
Mashiba の保護観察に当たってた人物に会ってきたんだ。
Oh.
Mashiba の勝負にかける異常なまでの執念が気になってね。
So you investigated his past. Oh, here we go. Sudden backstory.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And this is to... Yeah, okay.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Just put food on the table.
Oh, that's why he's so skinny.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, okay.
Alright.
They're gonna make us care for Mashiba so much,
I already
so
do.
quickly.
Oh.
Wow.
Dang.
So boxing is the only place he can really...
Like, be accepted?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang. So is this another job that he's at right now other than... It has to be another job, like he's working another job?
Or just that...
Whoa. Whoa.
So he's going for the world championship.
Yeah, that's why he's laughing at all the little goals of people.
Right.
He's like, my goal is way bigger. My dream is far bigger than theirs. I can't lose to them.
I'll take care of it all. Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Here comes the track coming in here. So he does have a day job.
Yeah,
wow.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
All right.
All right. Awesome. It's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Oh boy.
Okay. So Mashiba, we did see in the ED in a job. I've always wondered if that was just a...
Oh.
Watch. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've always wondered, like...
Wow.
Because it doesn't fit with Ippo as well being in... So I'm thinking, like, that everyone has to do something else to survive. But then I'm like, that's Mashiba. That's clearly been Mashiba.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
Yo.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That was really good. Like,
yeah.
Like we kind of expected that. Like we expected that. You know, she was his sister.
Yeah.
You know,
and it made sense that they were family.
Right, and that he was doing this for her to some extent, and that's why she was so torn up about it.
Right.
But yeah, that.
Yes. Oh, they lost their parents. Mashiba has a scary face. He has
and he has a criminal history,
and he has a criminal record. He has a past that is a bit mired, and thus when he goes to get work to try and support his sister, he keeps getting laid off. Not fired because he never does anything wrong. And that's actually the thing that I really like about this, is that they didn't make it be a thing of him being a problem person now at his jobs. It's that people come together, tell rumors, lie, share basically,
or just come up with like excuses for why he's the one getting laid off as opposed to other people when the layoffs happen.
Yeah. And the only reason he said he's at this current job that he's at is because they're so desperate that they'll take anyone. And in some ways, I've never really experienced that, but I've experienced the thing of where I've seen people in workplace environments kind of just ostracize someone for being someone that's generally not as liked, you know? And then it's actually, I'd say it's somewhat of a problem. People will essentially come up with excuses that I don't know if they're true or not to get that person out of the job. And sometimes I'll just see someone come in for 3 months, you know, work at a place. Everyone like lunch tables and stuff is like talking and kind of and then, you know, they get they get removed and stuff like that. So it's something that definitely happens, but with specifically Mashiba, it's something that I definitely feel a lot more for him now, because his perspective on it is that he can't really do anything about other people's perceptions about him, because these are things that's based on things that happened in his past that he can't change.
Right. And while like theoretically, if he had like a different personality about it and it was just like the scary face and like, you know, being very aggressive and stuff, like he probably could make things work better.
Sure.
You know, if he was like say open about that and like, hey, I know like I look like some kind of thug, but I'm going to be one of the best employees you've ever had or something like that. You know, but that's if everything went perfectly, and because I mean the amount of bitterness that he probably has, and like, you know, just because of all the stuff that's happened before, it's totally understandable. Like
I would say it's an example of a character with a low charisma score that's not doing anything horrible. Right. Like if anything, he's channeling maybe a lot of his aggressiveness into his boxing, and that's giving him an out. Right. It's giving him a way to vent his frustrations and stuff. But maybe he has trouble separating the boxing attitude, temperament from other areas of his life. So it bleeds through in his workplace.
Or at the very least, he's not able to really hope that this job will be different, because there's the pattern that's been established, you know, and he's like, fine, and he's taken on very much the commendable attitude of screw what other people think, I'll do this myself, right? But that doesn't necessarily, that isn't a mentality that will cause that pattern to change.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Right. And right now he's going at it alone
because he feels he has to, and in a lot of ways he kind of does.
Yeah, and so he's made it all the way to the Rookie of the Year championship finals. But I don't think he's going to win.
Right. And that whole thing, I don't think so either. And that whole thing that his sister said of, you'll wear out if you keep going like this.
Yeah, it makes sense that you'd wear out. In a lot of ways, one of the most wonderful things you can do when you're in a position of moving really fast is ask for help. Because even if you're actually just succeeding all on your own and stuff, one of the things that you don't know, I would say really, is how fast you could be going. Like there's a potential thing I see in here with Mashiba, in that his attitude and how he dreams big is really powerful, and he needs to cultivate that. Right. But he needs to cultivate that with other people. Now he has his coach, he has his mentor at the gym.
He's gotten in a good place for that.
And
there's probably other people at the gym that he's at that we just don't know about, because he's not the main character of the show.
But the way he talks about it, makes it seem that he's not really incorporating much from other people, even at the gym.
Right.
Even, I would say, his mentor. His coach, is definitely one that is supporting him and is giving him tools and tips and training and technique, and has probably helped cultivate the boxer that he is today. But
still things like when him trying to box and practice and stuff, when clearly he needs to rest after that previous match. It's things like that where, you know, maybe you can do that for a while, but you're burning up a limited resource, you know. Yeah. And eventually it'll run dry.
There was a very cool parallel made with how when they finally revealed that Mashiba does have a sister, and it was the girl at the Yanakao, the bakery. The bakery. They had Ippo go and confide in Takamura about the whole incident, which I immediately knew was a stupid idea.
Even though Takamura did a good job.
He seemed to be doing a good job in the moment.
Lasting that long, it's commendable. Now, was it just in a devious way of just like, okay, I'll make sure that he says everything, and then immediately I'm going to call everybody about this?
Here's the thing. I think that Takamura was worried it was even more serious.
Right.
I think Takamura was worried that he had, like, he had gone into something that was actually bad.
And then he's like, it's just, he's like, you're worried about a girl?
It's a girl. It's like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. So he finds it all as funny because it's something where that's a serious thing for Ippo. Takamura's like, oh, you weren't like taking drugs or anything.
Right. Or it's not like, you know, you're
thinking of giving up boxing or something.
Or you're really, really feeling violent over, you know, what happened with Miyata or something like that.
Because I think what's cool about Takamura is that he is in some ways a reformed Mashiba.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about Takamura and how he came from that gangster brawler background and stuff. And they literally said that Mashiba is like, he's confused, thinking this is a brawling thing. And I'm like, there's a little something over here. So you have basically the older brother with the little brother in Ippo and Takamura, and then you have the older brother with the little sister in
Mashiba.
With Mashiba. And having her kind of come back and be like, I'm kind of the I'm your sister, but I'm kind of also the maid and the cook and kind of do all the things for you because I mean you have a big dream and I want you to succeed in every way.
Exactly.
And I want to support you and be connected with you, but I feel disconnected because of the way in which you push everyone away as you focus on your dream. It makes me feel like hurt,
It's them both going above and beyond just the one job that they have to try and help each other out and make ends meet, but it's in very different ways.
Yeah.
And in some ways it's something that almost Mashiba really appreciates what she does, and that was really cool. The fact that he's like, no, you got to go to your,
don't put yourself out.
Exactly,
I'll manage.
But then the thanks, I really appreciate it. It's like that was it, because it's those little no big deal things that matter the most, and that was the thing that most made me root for Mashiba this episode, more than everything else, more than the whole trouble with the job and everything. It was the fact that like he's nice to his sister, like because that would have been really tough to root for Mashiba if there's all this stuff happening and he lets that bitterness
bleed out into
the home, because that's what he's doing everything for. So the fact that he's able to that shows
separate it.
Right. The fact that he's able to separate it shows that he's able to keep his eyes on the prize of why he's doing this, not just what it is that he's setting out to do.
Right. So what I assume a lot of his anger and aggression is it's basically his mental focus.
Right.
And another way of saying it, when you see someone that's aggressive, there's chaotic aggressive, but then there's focused aggression. And I would say focused aggression is something where you have two targets, yourself and your focus, essentially. But if you don't have your target in front of you, your aggression generally turns in towards yourself. So here's another way of thinking about it. Here's another way of thinking about it here. Do you remember back when the sister was talking to Ippo about why does he like boxing?
Yeah.
So you realize the thing that she's substituting is Mashiba.
Why does my brother like
why
boxing?
Do you why do you Mashiba, my brother, why do you Oni-chan, why do you like boxing?
Right.
And what I think she's more saying is like why does the aggressive side of you like come out in that, because that seems to be where the enjoyment is, the act of letting out your aggression on another person. And maybe in some ways it's something where she goes, no, he's not a bad person. He has a dream. Right. But also on some level it slightly scares and worries her because it pushes him to not ask for help from people.
Well, and also she didn't watch his match with Miyata as far as we know. Like she watched Miyata's match, but we haven't seen her watch Mashiba's matches.
Is it that we haven't seen her watch a match, or is that we don't know?
We don't know.
We don't really know anything.
It hasn't been confirmed that she hasn't been, but considering that the one time that we saw her watching a match was a match that was not her brother's, you know.
Yeah.
Like that could have just been to keep it. That could have just been to keep it like under wraps, so that we don't see it coming that she's his sister. You know.
I think that's part of it, but I think it's also that she was looking at who was going to be Mashiba's next competitor.
Sure, that could definitely be it too. Yeah, because she's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, maybe she's going there to see what like the whole boxing environment is kind of like in
general. Because she knows how her brother boxes, but she probably also has an idea that he boxes differently than most people, because
I don't even know if she like
if she has such an outside looking in perspective that she doesn't even
well, she doesn't even have time maybe to go to a boxing match,
Sure, that could definitely definitely be a thing.
Like she's in school, right?
I'm not sure. It's either that she's in school or that it's saving up so that she can go to school.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
Because she's the one that has the potential bright future and all that stuff, and could actually get maybe a high paying job where, she would be able to keep it. And people wouldn't, suspect her of stuff. I would not be surprised though if in some ways she didn't want to watch her brother's matches because she didn't see him letting the devil out.
Yep. Yep. That's part of my assumption. It's something that has no real data to support it, but
given what we've seen of her personality and her temperament and the way she approaches boxing, she definitely doesn't understand it and probably doesn't like it, and the way and we don't like what we don't understand. In fact, it scares us. So
nice.
Nice. And this monster is mysterious, at least.
Yeah. Mashiba really does fit the whole kind of moniker of the beast. He a moniker, but kind of the archetype, I would say, of the beast. Right. And his personality that we've seen thus far when he's acting with the reporters and Fuji and his gym coach and all that, there does seem to be this, I would say, bitterness, but also kind of defensive insecurity, maybe.
Okay, kind of like a thing of they think I'm a beast, so this is a place where I can be rewarded for being what they think I am.
Yeah, kind exactly. Oh, they've put this label on me. That's what they want.
Yeah, I'll show them just what I can do with that.
I'll show them that whole thing, and it's basically you think you know me? You think you know me? Fine. You think this is who I am? Then I'll show you something even crazier. And that's something that I
right.
Hold on, I'm stepping on something over here. It's something that I could see being a cool character study, not character study, but a cool character thing to focus on in the upcoming episodes.
Yeah.
Because they have a month until the match. They could have the match in the next episode. In fact, they probably will, but they don't have to. In fact, they don't even have to have it be really until like the very end, maybe, of the episode.
Although, given that they basically said you don't need to work about any new strategy really, because you'll still be at a disadvantage. You just need to be fast and just chase him down, and just sort of charge through whatever he throws up against you. Maybe they won't need to do any more prep because they've done the running montages, and that's kind of all there is to it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more along the lines of the character depth and characterization stuff.
Although I think they set up Mashiba beautifully this episode, and they don't really need to do anything more than this before the fight. And they also set up Ippo, with the whole thing of the punching bag. They could, and it would be great. But
I would love to see then a match that has a decent amount of time invested into it, in the same way that Miyata's and Mashiba's fight had.
Yeah.
I would say a good amount of time put into it, more than just the single episode, or more than just the episode and then some leftovers in the next episode. Because I would say I am not I need more from Mashiba. It's not that I am not happy with the amount of characterization we've given him. I feel like they're holding back still a little bit from us.
And is that holding...
And that little bit is actually a very serious thing. Because I think it's tied to not just, like, why he has a criminal record, but, like, why his aggressiveness still is around today.
Oh, sure.
Because there's a couple things with his aggressiveness that seems to be systemic, but I would say that's not the right word for it.
Coming from somewhere deep inside, like the idea that like I would not at all be surprised if while he's fighting Ippo, you know, and he gets pushed enough to the point where all the stuff from inside is dredged out, right?
Yeah.
That he could have a point where he starts basically thinking about his parents, and he's like, "Why'd you leave me? Why'd you leave me?" You know, or something like that. Or something like, is that kind of what you're not necessarily that specifically, but something along those lines of something that is part of the aggression that he has inside him that goes beyond just, you know, being a young guy that's in a tough place.
Okay. It kind of works with that, but I would say it's something of where when you have focused aggression, remember how I said that if you have focused aggression and your target isn't nearby, it turns inward?
Like we saw that with both of them, both with Mashiba and with Ippo.
Right. I want to know why he isn't in chaotic aggression. Because it's not because here's my thought is this is a dumb way of looking at it, in my opinion. I could have a better way of looking at this, but I see it as this way: is that one, he has his goal and his dream, right?
Yeah.
But he has so many kind of variables to it, and it's also not specific enough.
Well, I mean, he wants to become the world champion.
Yes, but I think the actual goal is to make enough money to support her in whatever she wants to do. You realize like how like the personal goal that he had was to make all of their opinions basically, like all their opinions about him basically nothing. Like, so there's two big aspects of this.
Okay.
There's the ego.
Right.
Then there's I would say the benevolence. The practical, the survival part.
Yeah.
I think those things are very separate. Okay. And there's a reason behind the ego one that I think goes a little bit deeper. I think there should be something that goes not just that it doesn't work if this is it, but I would love to see a little bit more in the deeper stuff, because I feel like you're right in that once more that gets dredged up, if it's not shown prior to the match, it's going to be shown in the match.
Right, and I think they can show it in the match and have it, like, since they've laid this foundation and everything.
Right, that's what it is. It's a foundation.
Right, yeah. They've laid this really solid foundation, and now, you know, however long the match ends up being, I mean, this was episode 25, so I don't know if it's going to follow, like, the two-core split thing evenly, and, like, or if it's not going to, because I would think they'd need more than one episode for the match, but maybe not.
I say at minimum 2. And
at least for, like,
episodes.
aftermath of it and things like that, and if they wanted to, like, end on a cliffhanger type deal. But, yeah. They'll be able to do some good stuff here, though. Like, they already have, but...
Yeah, I would assume that on the terms of episode, season, core structure and stuff, that they've basically said, we have a big super season of, 70-something episodes, so it's not... Like, we don't really care too much about the overall structure like that too much. It's, it's something, though, where we are getting somewhat of a finale-type conclusion of an arc...
Right around
that time, but it doesn't have to fit perfectly. And that's cool, because I think that means that they could have the next episode have a good more than 50% of it actually be involved in character stuff that goes deeper into Mashiba and I would say Ippo.
And do you think that would be pre-match or post-match?
I think that would be pre-match.
Gotcha.
And then during match a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they oversimplified the training stuff because they're going to start the match maybe a little sooner than we thought. Even though they said there's a month still remaining.
And Ippo trying to fight a range battle, that just that just wouldn't work.
That just sounds really not good.
No, he's already figured out how to like dodge and avoid very well. So now it just seems like it's just get as close as you can, and if he hits you, just you know, yeah.
Because you get hit, you hit back.
That's right.
You get killed, you get back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think that's primarily it for my aspect of the discussion. But I really loved the parallels between the Ippo, Takamura, the gym, and everything, and how Ippo has a whole bunch of people in his corner, and Mashiba just has his sister.
Right. And
there was a very cool kind of thing going on.
And while in certain situations, I would be kind of bothered if they had the sister character that doesn't really like talk to anybody and is just sort of quiet and does the cooking and stuff so that you can fight, you know, that as an archetype would generally bother me if it wasn't done so well here. Like the sister,
there's so much more to it because of the Ippo interactions.
Exactly, because of the Ippo interactions and everything, and all the times that we see her doing stuff, and she won't necessarily even talk, but because of the pauses in what she says and how she says the things that she does say, and because, you know, they built it up so that it's like you get the feeling it's something like this before you even realize that Mashiba is her brother,
right?
That make it so that the silence speaks volumes, and that's something that I love it when they do in stories. I absolutely love it so much.
Mr. Kudere lover.
Yep. I mean, hey, it's that inbuilt like contradiction, you know,
right? Yes.
That because we as humans don't talk about things all the time right out in the open, right? There's all kinds of other stuff going on beneath the surface, and just by looking at how someone says something, that body language, tone of voice, you know, everything that communicates way more than the actual words being used.
Totally.
So yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do here. They've already done a great job. Like, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, if you want to watch the next episode's reaction and discussion to our Hajime no Ippo watch through, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all of this comes with Discord access. You can chat with us about these episodes. I mean, not spoilery future episodes, of course. Or just hang out and chat about whatever. But if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.